Recognizing probability shifts in everyday life. Reality constantly provides feedback. If you pay attention, you'll notice that certain patterns repeat over and over. When you're aligned with the right path, things happen effortlessly. You randomly think of someone, and they text you. You take an unexpected route and discover exactly what you needed. A conversation leads to an opportunity you weren't even looking for. On the other hand, when you're moving against the flow, reality creates resistance. Things feel off, but you push forward anyway. Plans keep falling apart, forcing you to rethink. Small problems snowball into bigger ones, delaying your progress. Most people ignore these signals. They either force things when they should step back, or hesitate when they should act. But once you recognize these patterns, you can start working with them, instead of against them. Probability and decision-making, why the best move is always changing. Most people assume that if something is the right decision today, it should still be the right decision tomorrow. But that's not always true, because probabilities shift over time. Example. Let's say you have two possible job offers. Job A seems stable, but the work is boring. Job B is riskier, but exciting. Today, Job A might look like the best move. But tomorrow, a new factor might enter the equation, like an unexpected opportunity at Job B. Now, the probabilities have changed. The key takeaway? There is no single best decision, only the best move based on the current probabilities. Why awareness changes probability? One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that probabilities exist independently of their awareness. But here's the truth. The moment you become aware of a possibility, you influence it. Most people move through life on autopilot. They follow the first option that appears, without questioning if a better path is forming. But those who observe reality carefully start to see alternate paths before they fully form. Example. You're working on a project, and you suddenly get an idea for a better approach. If you weren't paying attention, you'd ignore the idea and continue with your original plan. But if you recognize the shift in probability, you can pivot and take the better path before it's too late. This is how you stay ahead of time, by noticing changes as soon as they start, rather than reacting after they happen. How to work with probability instead of against it? 1. Train yourself to recognize when reality is shifting. If something unexpectedly slows you down, don't resist it. Pause, and observe what happens next. If an opportunity appears out of nowhere, consider whether probabilities have shifted in your favor. 2. Stop forcing outcomes that aren't working. If you keep facing resistance in one direction, it might mean a better alternative is forming elsewhere. Instead of pushing harder, step back and reassess. 3. Expect the best path to evolve. Don't assume that the first option is always the right one. Keep an open mind, because reality often presents unexpected upgrades. Final thought, mastering probability is mastering life. Once you understand that reality isn't fixed, everything changes. You stop feeling stuck because there's always another path forming. You stop forcing things because you know reality adjusts itself naturally. You start seeing opportunities before others do because you're reading the system in real time. Reality is not random, it's a structured, self-adjusting system. And once you learn to see it, you can move through life effortlessly.